Hi nerds! It is Thursday, March 3rd, 2016, and I'm going to talk about publishing myths. More than a year ago, I did a video about some of the myths and misconceptions that are out there about publishing. And today I'm here with a bit of a Publishing Myths 2.0 because there are lots of them out there and I have collected some more to debunk for you. First myth, you have to publish by a certain age. This is actually something that we, the word nerds, have been asked before, and I've also seen it crop up all over the internet and other places. People will say things like, "Oh, I'm 35 already. Is that too old? It seems like everyone's publishing by the time they're 18. There is no age limit for publishing your debut novel. The reason it seems like all of the debut authors are really young is because those are the stories that get reported the most. A story about an 18-year-old who just got a 3-book deal before graduating high school is exciting, so it gets talked about. It's outside of the norm. It is not the norm, I promise. A few examples. Scott Westerfeld was 34 when he published his first book, and he was 42 when he published Uglies. Laura Ingalls Wilder was 65. Rainbow Rowell was 38 and had had a career in journalism already. Honestly, if you are 35, 40 years old, you have a couple of kids already, have had a career, and are now wanting to switch focuses and focus on your dream job of being a writer, you're more the norm than an 18-year-old getting published. Second myth, self-publishing is a just. What do I mean by this? It's statements like, "Oh, you've gotten a lot of rejections from agents, you should just self-publish." For one thing, self-publishing should not be a last resort. It has to be a conscious decision. It is not the easy way out. It takes so much work because you have to do and arrange and pay for everything yourself. Also, statements like "you should just self-publish because you've been getting rejected" encourages writers to overlook the reasons for the rejections. Sometimes the reason a book gets rejected by a lot of agents and publishers is just because it isn't the right market for that book at that time, or maybe the agent has already taken on a book about vampires and they don't want to take on another one. In a situation like that, where it's a good, strong book, but the traditional market just isn't right for it, self-publishing can be a great idea. But a lot of the times, a book gets rejected because it's just not ready to be published. The writing isn't quite there yet, the characters need to be more fleshed out, and in those sorts of situations, just self-publishing might not be a good idea. And the last myth I have is that 12 rejections is a lot. Listen, I love the J.K. Rowling success story. It is inspirational because she really went from the bottom up, but when people try to cite, "Oh, J.K. Rowling had 12 rejections, everyone gets lots of rejections," it's kind of misleading. Yes, it's crazy that 12 publishers didn't want Harry Potter, but that's really not that many rejections, particularly when you consider the fact that she got an agent fairly quickly. Plenty of currently published authors got hundreds or thousands of rejections over multiple manuscripts before they got that agent or that publishing deal. The 12 or 30 or 50 rejections is a lot myth is a dangerous one because it makes people just give up really quickly. I've seen so many people on Twitter saying things to agents like, "I've gotten 30 rejections, is it time for me to give up?" No, it is not time for you to give up. It is time for you to tighten up that manuscript and send it out to more agents. Or maybe try submitting that other manuscript you have. Maybe it's the better one. Maybe it's the right time for that one. Beth Revis queried 10 different manuscripts before Across the Universe got picked up by an agent. And those are my 3 publishing myths for you today. I hope that this has cleared things up for you, maybe helped you feel a little bit better about those rejections, or about getting started on writing later in life. Let me know what other strange publishing myths you have heard down in the comments, and I will see you guys this Sunday for our live chat. We'll be talking about publishing news and gossip, and we also have a big WordNerds announcement to make. So we'll see you then at 7:30 Eastern Time.